This was sparked by a trend that I've noticed. Twitter, on YouTube, with everything that's happening on Twitch, toxicity, cats getting thrown, pyramid schemes, follows for follows, subs for subs, support for support, all that. I want to give you an insight about what I feel like it's really like to be a small YouTuber, and also kind of discuss some of the less mentioned things to maybe audience members. You see it a lot between content creators. I don't think your audience sees it that much. And the first thing I want to talk about, and I'm not the first to do this, a lot of big YouTubers have done this, but it's something I want to reiterate, of observation about myself and about them. And that is, a lot of content creators, you may not know, are introverts. And not only are they introverts, if you're in the small content creation community, whether you're a streamer or a YouTuber or even a graphic designer or an artist or whatever, you might notice you see a lot of these tweets of your favorite content creators that put out retweet if you've ever suffered from anxiety. My depression is so bad today, I couldn't get out of bed. Stream is cancelled. The weird thing about content creation is that most of the people I've met are actually quite shy, and they're introverts, and they have a lot of social anxieties. They have problems with depression, panic attacks, and a lot of other things. And again, this isn't me calling them out or judging them. This is just an observation I've made. As fortunately, I'm kind of, I don't know, a unicorn. I don't suffer from any of these things. I don't have depression. I'm quite an upbeat and positive person. Naturally, I'm optimistic. I get hyped about things. Even when things let me down, they don't really let me down. I kind of just oh, okay, whatever, and move on. I get anxious, but yeah, I get angry and stuff like that. So first and foremost, you're not alone, even as positive people. But that brings me to another point. One of the things I wanted to bring up that I've seen a lot is this almost hatred of positivity and where that stems from. And hatred's probably too strong of a word. But what I mean is, there will be people on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, on any social media site that portray a falsehood of positivity. And there's reasons for that, and we need to address those reasons, and then we get to why people attack. First and foremost, as I said, most people that I have met have some form of anxiety, some form of depression, some form of mental health issue, some form of introversy, whether they're shy in real life or anything, but they're incredibly intelligent and creative people. And a lot of the time, content creation for them is their outlet, right? Even big YouTubers, look at PewDiePie. He's constantly making fun of himself from awkward handshakes and meeting people in real life and not knowing what to say or what to do, even though, he's been on the platform for how long now? He's got more subscribers than the populations of entire countries. He's still very socially awkward. I could list you so many people, but I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to do that to them. That's a horrible thing to do, but have these problems and issues, but they are so creative. And I think that's where a lot of this false positivity comes from. I don't think they're trying to be false. These people get accused of things like doing it for clout and doing it, for follow and to gain popularity and etc. And we'll get to the reason why people are aware of that in a minute in the video. But no, this is their outlet. This is the thing they find fun in their life. This is their way they can get across their creativity. This is the way they can communicate with their friends or their community without having to be socially awkward, without having to worry about meeting someone and getting anxious. And I get that. And I think part of the problem as well is what happens is because this is their positive thing, and because they try to be positive in here, it can come across as false, or that they're trying too hard, or that they're forcing it. And again, I don't think that's intentional. There are people that do it fake, falsely. Of course there are. There's always extremes. But I genuinely believe that these small creators, they're just trying to be positive in the one thing they enjoy. You don't know what's affecting other people. Like I said, I'm lucky that I don't have these problems. Doesn't mean I don't get sad or down days, like I said before. So extrapolate that for someone who maybe, this is their one thing where they can feel positive about, and they get attacked by these people. And the reason why they get attacked by these people is because of what some people do. And this is really bad. And this happened recently. It happened before. This is not the first time I've seen it. I know I follow a lot of newer creators and they like fully jumped on bandwagon and then also completely roasted this guy. Again, I'm not gonna name names. If you're in the same communities and circles, you kind of know who I'm implying. These pyramid schemes of following people and supporting each other and support for support and join the community and we're all gonna grow together and retweet and share and I'll retweet and share you and I'll teach you how to gain followers, I'll teach you how to gain subscribers. And because of these people, people who also, again, could be suffering from these same issues, depression, which depression doesn't always just make you sad, by the way. I know a lot of people, they're depressed, they are depressed in their own life, and they will lash out angrily, which can be confusing, to other things, because that's how they cope with their depression, right? So they're down on something. I mean, you do it, everyone does it, a normal human being does it, right? So if I'm down and somebody's bugging me, I'm gonna lash out at them by accident. It's an emotional response. So these people do it, they see this kind of positivity, and they're like, nobody's positive all that time. Nobody likes everything. You're being fake, you're just doing it for this, you're trying to be the next that guy. And I'm seeing a lot of that. And again, if you just watch YouTube videos and you just watch streams, you're probably going to not know that this happens a lot in small YouTuber communities. Or if you're thinking of getting into it yourself, just be wary of these things, okay? They are right though. There is a truth, there's a kernel of truth on both sides. And you take both and you meet it in the middle, and that's where you're going to get your right answer. They have a point too. Nobody can be positive all that time. And there is this culture of always being positive, even if you're faking it. Just be positive all the time. Everything will work out. Positivity, no negativity. Get rid of the negativity. And you have to address the negativity to grow, right? How do we learn? We learn from picking ourselves up, from failing. You learn more from failing than you do from succeeding. My point here is, you got to take the criticism, you got to take the feedback, you got to work through the negative times. And what I mean here is I see a lot of creators, they're on the cusp of quitting, they've quit, it's not for them. Everyone can be an influencer, content creator, but not anyone can. What I'm trying to say is everyone can make these accounts and upload a video, and that's completely true, but not everyone will be a content creator in terms of, successful, or not successful, but career path, part-time job, full-time streamer, whatever you are, or whatever your dreams are. Not everyone can do that, and you have to accept that. Not everyone's going to learn French, even though everyone has the capacity to. And this is in the wake of a lot of things. There's a lot of things. YouTube's algorithm is changing again. It's a lot harder for Let's Players to make videos. Really is. It's a lot harder for variety channels. Even on streaming, it's a lot harder for variety channels. People on YouTube are pushing one type of video. So if you only make Destiny videos, you're probably going to do better than somebody who made 2 Destiny videos and then did a Borderlands video and then did a Darkness video and then did a... I'm trying to say is things are changing. It's tough on a lot of creators, tough on a lot of streamers. I'm not the only person to say this. Again, big YouTubers are saying it as well, which kind of also sparked this topic. Jacksepticeye also did a video, I'll link it into the description, basically describing how he notices, and he's a huge YouTuber, 22 million subscribers, how he notices that the times are changing once again, and that it's really hard for him as someone who doesn't want to just niche down or just focus on one game, to get these kind of the motivation to get the Let's Plays out. And that's another big thing. Motivation is really hard. And if you're someone who's susceptible to anxiety, depression, but you're one of these creative introverts, you are gonna have these moments of extreme low. But that's fine. You're not the only one. Just remember that. We're all in this together. This is a marathon. This is definitely a marathon. It's really hard for someone who's extrovert and doesn't suffer from shyness, anxiety, depression. I get anxious. Things make me anxious. I wouldn't say anxiety in the way that I've observed it from family and friends and people I know online, right? I don't get these panic attacks. I don't wake up in the morning or be kept up at night thinking, oh my God, what am I doing? Is it worth it? So I get it's really hard to listen to me say this, but I do want to say this because you are not alone. A a lot of us are in the same boat. But I just did want to make this video and let you guys know that you're not alone. So please don't quit unless you really feel like you're done. Because that's not a failing in itself, right? You tried. And that's what you got to remember. You tried. For all the million of content creators there are literally billions of people on this planet that didn't even try. You tried. You tried, and that's more than most people can say. But keep going through it. I'm here to support you. Others are here to support you. Reach out to others. Seen a lot of videos late from a lot of fellow small to mid creators, tweets or Discord chats saying they're gonna quit or they're not feeling it anymore. And maybe it's got to me a little bit. I've kind of taken unannounced sabbatical from streaming while I try to work up the energy levels to do that. And that's what I'm trying to say is, if this helps anyone, then I'm happy. That was the point of this rambling video. And again, also me bringing up the fact that I don't share your burden isn't me bragging or calling you out. This is me saying that even us who don't have mental health issues to that severity, even we have our down days, and even we are going through what you are. It's hard to put in words, to say keep going, keep at it, without sounding like you're condescending. But a lot of you out there, and hopefully the few that watch this video, are really creative, and I think you should keep going. Evaluate what you're doing wrong. Take the negative criticism and turn it into a positive. I believe in you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.